The NATO-led Kosovo force mission is patrolling two sections of the border with Serbia, following a deal reached by the two countries in a dispute over vehicle license plates. Under the agreement, KFOR is taking over security in the areas for the next 2 weeks as the countries attempt to find a more permanent solution.
It was worth the agreement that we managed to conclude will have positive impacts, not only for Kosovo but also for the region, and it will pave the way towards a sustainable solution that completely removes the existing barriers on the freedom of movement. Paradoxically, we are the only two countries that have special regimes with the freedom of movement, which has nothing to do with the European standards and best practices that should be our main orientation and our EU path.
KFOR's aim is to ensure tensions between Kosovo Albanians and minority Serbs don't escalate over the number plate row. Kosovo broke away from Serbia in 2008, but Belgrade has never recognised the new state.
An investigation into the French Catholic Church has uncovered shocking revelations about child sexual abuse. An independent commission leading the investigation says between 2,900 and 3,200 paedophiles held positions within the church since the 1950s. A report by the commission that looked at church, court and police archives, as well as interviews with witnesses, is set to be released on Tuesday.
It's painful because of what the victim suffered. As far as the abusers are concerned, I'm ashamed. I'm scandalized. I can't understand.
The mission was set up in 2018 by the Bishops' Conference of France in response to a growing number of historic sexual abuse claims. After launching a confidential hotline at the beginning of the investigation, the Commission began receiving thousands of messages from the public. In June, Pope Francis said the Catholic Church's sexual abuse crisis was a worldwide catastrophe.
At least 2 people were killed and more injured in an explosion at a mosque in the Afghan capital on Sunday afternoon. Writing on Twitter, Taliban spokesman Zabiullah Mujahid said the blast happened at the entrance to the large Eidgah mosque in Kabul, adding that a number of civilians died. A prayer ceremony for Mujahid's mother, who died last week, was being held at the mosque at the time. It wasn't immediately clear who was behind the attack, but Islamic State militants are active in the area and are sworn enemies of the Taliban.
8 people are dead after a small private aircraft crashed into a building in northern Italy. No injuries have been reported on the ground, but the pilot, co-pilot and 6 passengers, including 1 child, were all killed. The crash occurred shortly after the plane had taken off from Milan's Linate airport on the outskirts of the city. Local residents report hearing a loud hissing sound followed by an explosion. Casualties on the ground are thought to have been spared due to the building the plane crashed into being empty for renovations. Investigations are underway to determine the cause of the crash.